hang in there. Thanks for watching the channel. Please share and like and subscribe. And let's spread this word of encouragement. Let's spread this word of positivity, especially for people who have a lot of weight to lose, or people that depression has taken over, or people that have had injuries, or people that have physical limitations that makes it where nothing they see on YouTube will help. Share this for yourself. Share it for them. You can do something. Just do something. Hi, I am the amazing shrinking vegan fat guy, and welcome into another episode for this week. I'm going to do something that I've just really not wanted to do for quite a while, but you know, I get these messages. I get these private messages on Facebook, or you know, somebody will shoot me a DM and they'll say things like, thanks for putting yourself out there, for sharing your story, your weight loss journey with me. I've searched YouTube to try to find somebody that's, you know, going through something similar to what I'm going through. And the only people you really see are people who have already made it, and you don't really see their struggle real time. And I don't, you know, it almost doesn't seem real, or you can't relate to it. So let me be honest. It's very difficult when you have something you're so self-conscious about, and something that's been a negative stigma in your life since you were 6 or 7. It's very hard to open up and put that out there, but I'm finding that it helps other people, and I'm finding that it's somewhat therapeutic for me. So I'll share a quick story with you, and then I'm going to share some videos just to share with you some progress, so that it'll maybe give you some hope that no matter where you're at now, you can get to a better place. Because I still have a long way to go, but I've made it to a better place, and that's what's important. I think so often we lose sight of the intermediate and the improvements a week from now, 4 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now. And all we can see is this daunting goal that's months and months, or in my case, probably sometime late 2017, if I manage to stay on track before I hit my goal at the pace I'm going. And it's hard to see the intermittent victories. And so documenting my journey, I find that it's helping other people, but it's helping me so much. And so, I just want to put that out there. It helps other people, but it helps me, but it's very difficult. It's just very, very difficult for me. So look, just a quick update. I hit 49 pounds this week. This morning I hit 49 pounds. I started my weight loss journey January the 9th. It was the week of my birthday. I spent a week, as I always do, on a vacation. And my goal was, as soon as that vacation was over, to buckle down, go from just being vegan to being a very low-fat, high-carb vegan, and to start moving. And that was my 2 goals, and my movements were very small, but I eventually got to a point where I could move more. And what I'm going to share with you now, the first video you'll see was April the 1st of this year, April Fool's Day. So I had lost some weight to that point. Not a lot. I think maybe 25 or 30 pounds. I mean, that's a lot, but you know. And I had got to where I had some mobility, but I still would just get winded. And so it was at that point that I was just barely doing anything. You know, I had the dumbbells. I've talked about that in other videos. And I would try to do the dumbbell lifts and dumbbell curls and just to move, because I was just so immobile, because my health had deteriorated so poorly. It wasn't even just it wasn't really the weight, because I've been overweight, and I'd been that much overweight for a long time previously. It was just that I had become so immobile from the depression, from the injury I suffered, and all that it was just so hard to move. And so I was going for a doctor's appointment. It was my standard 6-month checkup. And I got in the shower that morning. And when I got out of the shower, I was exhausted. In the shower, it was about halfway through, it just became difficult. I just felt like I was sucking air, and it was so unbelievable. And the whole time I'm in this shower, I'm thinking, has my life really come down to this? Have I allowed myself to fall to this point in life for real? So I got out of the shower, dried off, got out of the shower, and I said, you know what? You made the decision in January to lose weight. Today will be the day you make the decision to get healthier. Like aerobically healthier. And so I rolled that video of me gasping for air out of the shower that day for two reasons. The first reason was I really wanted to show it to my doctor and go, look, this is the point I'm at and I need help. Any suggestions you have, and here's what I plan on doing. But secondarily, to document things, and it was one of the best decisions I made because I'd been reading about high intensity interval training. And so for somebody my size and my limited ability, I thought I could do that. Like, I don't think I could, at that point, I couldn't have went and walked 2 miles or 3 miles or even a mile or even a half a mile at that point. But I was like, you know what? If you can custom tailor this high intensity interval training to where it's 4 minutes or 5 minutes, I can get up for 5 minutes. I can make myself do that. And it was not easy. So, what I'm about to show you is I'm going to show you that first video, and then I'll talk a little bit about the high intensity interval training. It won't be anything like you see on YouTube. So if you have a really serious weight problem and you're trying to figure out something you can do, we'll talk about that. Here, watch the clip.
This is me after taking a shower, and like a shower where I exerted the least amount of energy possible. It's like I went for a 2-mile run or something. It's not like there's angina or pain, but it's just have to breathe deep and feel like I'm having to, gasp for air. Anyway, it'll calm down in a minute.
I mean, even today, that's just so hard to watch, and just to think that was just a few weeks ago. It was April the 1st. This is the middle of June. So, like 9 weeks ago or something. I did all the studying I could on high intensity interval training. And I got to tell you this, nothing I say is medical advice, exercise advice, diet advice. You need to seek a professional, get a doctor's approval before you try anything. I'm just giving you my experiences in life. So I asked myself, what is it that I can do now? And the first thought I had was I can probably run in place or jog in place in the house, or at least move my feet up and down. I can move my arms like I'm running. I don't know how much, because I was in pretty bad shape at that point. I can move my feet. So I came up with this plan to run in place to the best that I could. And I decided to do 30 seconds of that running just as hard as I could go, and followed by 30 seconds of rest. And that's high intensity interval training. You go all out and then you rest. And I decided to try to do it for 4 rounds. And I did the 4 rounds, and I was nearly dead. It was so hard, but I felt such a sense of accomplishment. I'm like, God, that you did, like, people would be laughing at you calling that exercise, but for you, that is a huge achievement. So I felt really great about it. And I have a video of that I'm not ready to share right now. I'll just be honest with you. It's just too embarrassing. But at some point in time, I'll share it. I tweaked a little bit after that day. I said, you know what? You are in such bad shape. You have got to rest more. Because my heart rate was at absolute 100% max. It was over 100% max. It was very dangerous. So I tweaked it to do 30 seconds of the high intensity, as much as I could do, and followed by a minute of rest. That stretched the overall time out, and my resting, since I was stretching it to a minute, I decided you're not just going to stand here or just barely move, you're going to walk. So you got to still be moving. So it really was stretching the length of time of my exercise out. So the video I'm going to share with you now is after, I think it was about 10 days, 7 to 10 days, look at the remarkable change in my aerobic capacity of just doing that for that amount of time.
This is a 1 week update of taking a shower video. It's sad when you're measuring your health by when did you get taking a shower. That being said, I'm very pleased today. As you can see, I have taken some slight breaths, but compared to last week, it's just phenomenal. Just doing little things, and it'd be little things to some people, but man, it's big to me. It's been very hard. But I started the high intensity interval training, and that sounds awesome. And when other people do it, it is. But when I do it, it's kind of embarrassing. At some point, I'm going to show the video, but I just can't do much. It doesn't take much to get my heart rate into the 160s and 170s. Anyway, that and going 90% raw vegan again, I think has really helped a lot.
That was in about a week. And I was just doing it one day and I would take a day off. So I think it was 10 days. So I really had only done it 5 days. Like, the change was so fast and so dramatic, and it made me feel so good. Just a sense of accomplishment. And I mean, just a few months before that, I could barely get out of a chair. If you don't take anything else away from this video but this, it's do something. Figure out what it is that you can do. And don't let trainers or athletes or exercise gurus or weight loss gurus on YouTube or on TV or in books set your expectation level for you. You know what pushes you. So push yourself, but push yourself appropriate for you. I watched a video of this guy who was like, when you're early on and you're just getting started, instead of doing these burpees, just go down to, I don't know, instead of going all the way down, he was like, you just go all the way down, you just squat, then you do a jumping jack or something. And I'm like, dude, I can't do that. You're saying that's easier. And I remember thinking that. And this guy, like I said, this was like 3 months ago, 2.5, 3 months ago. I could barely move at that point. I'm like, this is your intermediate plan, or this is your beginner plan? So you got to take it into your own hands. Do a little research to find out what'll work. Always consult with your doctor, but figure out what you can do to push you. Figure out how you can move. And then don't be complacent to move to where it doesn't challenge you. It doesn't have to be challenging for some YouTube fitness star. It just has to be challenging for you. And challenge yourself. And a sense of accomplishment you get from that will be equal to or greater than the actual physical benefit that you get from it. And the two working together will take you from level to level to level to level. So I'm just curious. I've done this every week for several weeks now. Here's the last video I did. You can compare it to the first two. As a matter of fact, I think I'll put the first one and the last one I took side by side and play a little of a clip of each, so you can get some sense of the change in just a few weeks. And do what you can do, but do something. Do something. If you just do something and be committed to just doing something, the rest of it will come. I promise you it will. I promise you it will come. Hang in there. Thanks for watching the channel. Please share and like and subscribe. And let's spread this word of encouragement. Let's spread this word of positivity, especially for people who have a lot of weight to lose, or people that depression has taken over, or people that have had injuries, or people that have physical limitations that makes it where nothing they see on YouTube will help. Share this for yourself. Share it for them. You can do something. Just do something. You just got to do something.
This is me after taking a shower. And a shower where I exerted the least amount of energy possible. It's like I went for a 2-mile run or something. It's not like there's angina or pain, but it's just have to breathe deep. I feel like I'm having to, gasp for air. Anyway.